You excited? What are you so excited about?
Christmas nightmare? More like a Christmas miracle. Packers are in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what they do, right? They can just lose. They can rest Jordan Love.
They could.
Whoa.
Or we could take the division from the Bears.
Ooh.
Oh, baby. We here.
We steer?
You in the right direction. Welcome to a post-Christmas edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is G. Uppy.
Yes, I had to read my comics on the newspaper on the toilet.
Dilbert?
Blondie, Zitz, Dilbert. What's the Beetle Bailey?
Beetle Bailey. There it is.
What's the family one? What was that one?
Family
called?
Ties.
No. Damn
Family
it.
Matters.
Family Circus. Family Circus.
Close. Family Guy.
Yeah.
Family Man starring Nicolas Cage.
No.
That's John Madden.
No. Family Circus. God, that's good.
Adam's Family. Folks, yeah, those were games that occurred yesterday. They happened, they were played, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, heading into yesterday, it was already assumed that it was going to be a stinky day of football, and it proved to be correct. Commanders Cowboys game at least was like a bit competitive at the end, right? Like it kind of got a little bit, but oh god, that Lions Vikings game, which, by the way, because I pay up for my bets because I lost the GPS Bowl bet, wore two different Vikings jerseys during that game.
Yeah, interesting how that played out, huh?
Oh, you mean that the Vikings were magically helped by me wearing one of their jerseys, and because of that they won, getting the Packers into the playoffs?
The fact that you actually wanted them to win that game on your punishment day,
hey, listen.
Things are turning up Grossi. They are turning up Grossi.
No Micah Parsons. I don't know who my quarterback is tomorrow. Things are turning all the way up Grossi. Yeah, but holy God, have you seen a more pathetic display from an offense? I mean, and you don't even know which team I'm talking about. Because Max Bosmer, they got to 7 net passing yards because he got sacked a cajillion times.
7 times.
And yet the Lions somehow were worse with 6 turnovers.
Yeah. 4
6
fumbles. They lost the ball 4 times.
Dude, Goff was twice, then threw the interceptions. It was brutal. And every time that they seemed to get something going, and the Lions, listen, their hopes for the playoffs were already slim. They needed the Packers to lose, right? They needed to win out all 9 yards. But the fact that they looked that bad and their defense played well, both defenses played well. Good God, Minnesota, they were all over there. Van Kinkel has been like a game changer for them. He's been great all season when he's healthy. But yeah, I mean, if JJ McCarthy plays, forgot his name for
if Jesus played, the Lions might have
played.
won.
I don't know if he could have helped the Lions, but if JJ McCarthy played, this could have been a blowout. But Chalamet was in a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Timothy?
He looks a little bit like Timothy Chalamet with his helmet on, like he's trying to grow a mustache. I don't know, man. He's going from ping pong to football.
Bosmer, Chalamet.
That's it.
Call me by your name. The Lions defense did play well, and they basically gave up 1 touchdown.
I love how you just randomly said, call me by your name. just like Timothy Chalamet. Dune 2.
It's his best work. It's his best work, man. They gave up that one play, that long touchdown to Jordan Addison. The
very
end or whatever.
A little end around, yeah.
And other than that, it was just a comedy of errors by the Lions offense, because the Aaron Jones touchdown, that was set up by a fumble recovery from Andrew Van Ginkel. I think that was the fumbled snap exchange? There were so many turnovers in that game. It's hard to keep track, but like the Vikings offense was in a good spot there to score. So luckily they get those points, and then they get that end around from Addison. The rest are field goals. And you're looking at a quarterback who sacked 7 times, who has net 7 passing yards. They lost 50 plus yards in sacks, and they get a win there.
Yep.
That's a tough pill to swallow for Detroit. Gibbs got popped and fumbled. Did David Montgomery, did he have the other fumble? Was that
no, it was just Goff, because Goff fumbled 3 times.
3 of them. So
3 and Gibbs.
Hard. We were opening presents during that time, and that is, with children, chaos. If anybody knows.
What did Carmi get?
A gymnastics bar.
Oh,
that she has just been playing on nonstop. So
does it have like the 2 feet, and it just like is elevated? Is that what that is?
Yeah, she's up in the air, and then she does this.
That's pretty cool. Can you do pull-ups on it?
Can she?
Can you?
Yeah, but it's low. You gotta
it's low. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But we'll move it downstairs. She'll do that. I'll do my pull-ups. We'll work out together. We'll get jacked. We'll get so jacked.
I liked it. Sorry, continue. What else did you get?
Oh, it's so much shit, dude.
Did you get her a piece of paper that said 6, and then the other piece of paper it said 7?
No, but you got a Christmas coloring book. 6-7 Christmas coloring book.
I didn't know there was a 6-7 Christmas coloring book.
Oh, they got him out there. They got him out there.
I can't say I'm super surprised.
Yeah,
but of course.
The Lions, though, we're seeing the pains of Ben Johnson not being there, and we've talked about that. But it's not because their offense lacks talent. The talent's there. Isaac Tesla had one of the crazier touchdown catches this weekend. They find ways to still make some of the plays. I don't think Dan Campbell's a bad play caller, but I think for the Detroit, you're seeing the difference between having an elite play caller and a good play caller with your offense.
Yes.
And it comes to bite you in the ass, I think, in games like this, on top of making as many mistakes as they did. And you can't put that on Campbell or not having Ben Johnson. No. Like, you just the Vikings defense, I think, made a handful of those plays to cause the turnovers versus like the Lions just sucking.
And their defense has been playing really well the last few weeks. Yes.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite stats was like Bosmer has like 0 touchdown passes, 4 picks, and the Vikings are still like 2-1 in his gameplay. You're like, how the fuck are they doing that? But yeah.
Yeah, it was. And so I think the most surprising thing is that like in a game where they needed to win this game in order to keep their playoff hopes alive, they looked so bad.
Yeah.
And it just, man, it was ugly. And now the Lions, you want to talk about a fall from grace. And I know they got injuries and stuff like that, but they got swept by the Packers and the Vikings. But they can sweep the Bears if they win next week. So what is the NFC North?
Hey, this is the year for that to happen. This is the year.
Yeah, man. It's just, it was rough to watch. And especially, I think you're spot on with Ben Johnson. I mean, because you look at all the success that he's having in Chicago, especially with their offense. And, you found out pretty early, that their newly hired offensive coordinator, like Morton, was not going to work out. And, then Dan Campbell takes over play calling duties. So I do think that their issues are fixable. They got to reinvest in the offensive line again. They need to get another pass rusher. Muhammad's been really nice, but like they need to get another pass rusher. And then they need to get a new offensive coordinator. Like they definitely need to. We'll see what they do with their secondary too. But folks were asking, and I'm curious on your take about like the Lions Super Bowl window. And it brings me back to when they were just a stone throws away from the Super Bowl after playing the 49ers. Are you closing it or are you leaving it slightly ajar?
I'll leave a little crack for
a little crack
for a breeze.
Yeah, a slight little breeze. Yeah.
Yeah, a slight breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, their OC, John Morton. I think like the mistake they made is hiring an offensive coordinator who looks too much like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's it.
You need your OC he needs to look a little nerdy. You know what I mean? He needs to look a little nerdy. Sean McVay kind of bucks the trend, but if you put some glasses on Sean McVay, he would be in like one of those 90 rom-coms where you're like, oh, this fucking nerd can't ever get laid. And then he takes the glasses off and you're like, holy crap.
That's Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Have you seen old pictures of Matt LaFleur when he was on Washington?
Yeah.
It was just like, and that's it.
You need a fucking nerd Detroit who is secretly, kind of jacked like Ben Johnson. That's what you got to do. But I mean, look, Detroit, one of their other things they're going to have to navigate is like the Jared Goff contract starts to hit a little hard now because of the cap. So either they restructure some of that to buy them some space, but they've got a lot of talent on offense. Maybe can they stay healthy on defense for a season? History says no. They're going to be injured to shit in some part of their defense.
Montgomery, a lot of rumors that he's going to be gone.
Yeah, come to Denver, David. That is, you would be a perfect complement to RJ Harvey and or JK Dobbins. Montgomery, Dobbins, Harvey. That would be my holy trinity back there.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, there's talent. I think, you can overreact about the Lions. This season's a disappointment for them. I don't think they're out of a window, but yeah, it feels like the sting of Ben Johnson's departure is going to last for a while at this point. Unless it's a lot of eyes will be on Mike McDaniel. And if he gets let go from Miami, I don't think they're going to, but if they do, that's a guy you got to go get.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that he's if he winds up getting fired, I don't know, but I don't know if he's going to get fired though. I don't know if he's saved his job either. So
have I gotten through the West saga? No.
There's no shot. No. Yeah, there's no shot.
I could get back into that for my workouts.
There you go. And maybe by the time you finish it all, I'll finish Coach Season 6.
Yeah. I've been watching the Garfield miniseries on Netflix.
How is it?
President Garfield.
Michael
Shannon.
I was not thinking that. I honestly thought you meant the cartoon. I was like, wow, that's a pivot. That is a pivot.
Not the cat. That's pretty solid. Great cast.
Yeah.
They got Tom from
I'm Tom.
Succession.
Oh, okay.
He plays the guy who assassinates Garfield.
Oh.
Spoiler, Garfield gets fucking shot.
Spoilers. Appreciate you, Just.
It's pretty good. But yeah, I'll get back on. I didn't mind it. I did not mind
wow, raving reviews, glowing reviews. I didn't mind it. It was good background.
I've watched worse.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it.
I actually respected Tom for the first time watching through that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that game was rough. Vikings win. They play the Packers in the last game of the season. The Packers now, they are officially in the playoffs. Yeah. And now it's very interesting to see what they do for tomorrow because Jordan Love is questionable. Malik Willis said that he will be ready to go if he is needed. Lamar Jackson is doubtful for tomorrow. And for the Packers, there is still an avenue for them to win the NFC North. So they have to win their last two games, obviously against the Ravens and then against the Vikings. And the Bears have to lose out. But the Bears are going against the 49ers on Sunday night, which I think is going to be a good game. And I think the 49ers have a good chance to win it. And then they close out the season against the Lions.
Yeah.
There's still a path. But I do feel pretty good knowing that regardless of what happens, like if Jordan Love's not 100%, they don't have to play him.
Yeah.
Right. You know, they get him actually some time to recover from the concussion. And
they probably shouldn't. And there's some there was a weird article that came out about Lamar Jackson in the Ravens over the last 48 hours too. About some sort of impasse with him and them. I don't know if it's true or not, but
there seems to be some smoke.
There may be a little smoke. Is there a fire? Or is everybody just getting high, Tom?
Well, Mark Andrews, did you see that clip when he was walking out of the stadium and he had a fan? He was just like, "It's all right, man. You still got 2 more games." He's like, "No, we ass." And he's like,
that was Isaiah Likely.
Isaiah Likely. I'm so sorry. Yes, Isaiah Likely.
They do look exactly alike, Tom.
Yes, they do. I was like, it was a tight end. I don't remember which one it was. Yes, Isaiah Likely. Then he repeats, he's like, "No, we ass." So that's what I'm curious about too. Is this the year where Harbaugh finally goes? Or is it more coming from the fan base? Is it?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Because
I didn't read the article, so I don't actually know what it said. But
we'll see. I mean, I think I've said this a couple times. Looking back on them, when we get 3-4 years out, we're gonna look back on some of those teams and be like, how did they not win a Super Bowl? Because
here's a question: whose window's more closed, the Ravens or the Lions? Huh? And how open is the Steelers Super Bowl window?
They honestly all might be open the same amount. It's just 3 barely open windows that are just lined up.
Somehow, if the Ravens tried to move on from Lamar Jackson, he would end up as a Steelers quarterback. I just know it.
If they move on from Lamar Jackson and it's just their current state of their team, I'm pretty sure that window is bolted. It's got bars on it. Maybe throw some barbed wire around it. I don't think that puppy's opening for a while. Can you imagine now they try to trade Lamar Jackson after all that from years ago? And it was like, "Oh, we're not going to trade for him." Now I'm actually curious of what that trade comp would be.
Yeah. Who would be doing it too?
Yeah.
The Cardinals, maybe?
Ooh. Cardinals. I mean, Dolphins, of course, have been.
The Dolphins is the one that was the Dolphins want him.
Yeah.
And if you could get Lamar Jackson for Mike McDaniel, that would be nice.
That'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's tough going. We'll see how the Ravens look on Saturday. And then we had your game.
Ha! Hey, we glazed over
Commanders, Cowboys.
Breezed over Cowboys Commanders.
Sure.
And it was the best game.
It was the best game. It was.
But it was the only game that didn't matter at all.
Correct.
It was completely meaningless. At least there was some big offensive plays in there. Turpin had a big touchdown. Bill Krosky had a big touchdown. So even though neither of the Cowboys or Commanders had anything to play for, thank you for at least making the game interesting.
Sure. On
to the Broncos and Chiefs, who did everything in their power to make the game as uninteresting as possible. What was your thoughts? What were your thoughts on the Broncos Chiefs game, Tom?
I mean, I started to giggle a little bit when the Commanders started coming back, and then I went over to Scooter's stream and just to watch a little bit of that chaos. That was Scooter streamed.
Yeah, that's great. But I asked about Broncos Chiefs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were still. Wow. So when you were like, "Oh, we glazed over it," and then we glazed over it again, I thought we were going to dive into it a tiny bit. Nope.
Okay. I covered it.
You're like, "I'm done. I've said everything I want to say about that football game," which valid.
Guys, it's week 17. Okay.
I don't know if I really saw a game. I thought I just saw a Travis Kelce, memorial
farewell party.
And I watch all these games on mute, and they just kept on showing Travis Kelce, and he got a bunch of catches on that last drive.
2.
Yeah, but it was a lot more than what he was getting
in that game comparatively.
Yeah, correct.
It's funny because
it seems like it's very, very slightly open now.
In our notes for that game, it's Christmas. I don't expect the guys to be working in the scripts. I shared it with Will, and he put two notes in there. and one of them was, let's see, where was it? Did I already delete it? It was something just like, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up about Travis Kelce.
On his birthday, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, again, no announcers making my way into these ears. But yeah, that was a tough game at times to watch, but that kind of fits the bill for Broncos primetime games. That's usually how it goes, except against the Commanders, which shockingly enough, I thought that was going to be the worst game out of all of them. Nope, that was that. Yeah, I think the concern, the Chiefs defense played well. Their offense, they got a third string quarterback in there, Oladokun, I will say, he has the scrambling of Patrick Mahomes down, because he will run out, then just drop the ball, then pick it up, and then throw for a first down, or he'll get sacked, and there's no in between there.
Yeah, he had two pretty incredible plays. You're like, dear God. And that one where he fumbled and the ball bounces right back to him, and then he throws a first down to Juju Smith-Schuster. I was like, wait a second. Did Patrick Mahomes actually get hurt?
They kept showing him in the booth to show that it's not him.
Yeah. Is this the greatest Freaky Friday situation we've seen? But you're right. There wasn't much other than a couple incredible scrambles, and that's to be expected.
Correct. But they still almost won.
Yeah, it was way closer than it needed to be.
Because I thought, dude, I picked the Lions to win yesterday, because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the Vikings defense is playing well, but it's, Bosmer, but the Lions were just like, no, I would like to chop this foot off now and then shoot myself in this one. And then it feels like the Broncos, you and I have talked about our concerns, these past few weeks, that their defense, and the stats back it up, has not been as good as where it was in the beginning and the middle of the season. And that, I feel like, is your concern going forward, because if Mahomes is playing in this game, who knows what that outcome is? You get the win, right? So you still have control, over your destiny. You win out, you're rocking and rolling.
We're one win away from the 1 seed, no matter what.
And if the Chargers lose on Saturday, right, you win the division. So and they're going up against a Texans team. So you got a shot here. But it just feels like they're not playing their best football heading into the playoffs. And I'm just like, okay, are we at the point where we're kind of splitting hairs again of a win's a win? Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what to make of it. That's why I was curious on your thoughts, because there's a lot of ways you can kind of make up some excuses for the Broncos in this performance against Kansas City.
Yeah.
A short week at this point in the season, that's a tough challenge, no matter what. I think I have too much respect for Andy Reid as a head coach to have thought that the Broncos were just going to annihilate the Chiefs in this game because of the short week. But had they played, the Chiefs on Sunday, I think the Broncos maybe have a better performance, a little more dominant performance.
Bronco.
But it's weird because, you're talking about the defense. Overall, the defense did a pretty good job in this game. They gave up, the one touchdown and a couple field goals. But with the game on the line at the end, the Chiefs had one timeout, not a lot of time to work with, and they let Kansas City, in my opinion, just get too far down the field there.
Sure. And they crushed time of possession, dude. They basically doubled what the Chiefs had.
The Chiefs didn't have a chance to run a lot of plays, which I think aids your defense. And it was the Chiefs' one rushing touchdown that was concerning, because it was Alex Singleton and Riley Moss coming in on the tackle, and they combined to not make the tackle. And it's the second week in a row we've seen guys who you weren't expecting to maybe make big plays. That was Brashad Smith, the Chiefs running back, just kind of embarrassed Singleton and Moss, and Parker Washington did that in the Jags game. So yeah, there's concern there. Cortland Sutton dropped a few passes in this game he normally catches. But I thought Bo Nix and RJ Harvey kind of carried the Broncos offense. Bo had the interception, but even that was more of an incredible play by Kansas City. Fulton
tips it.
Bolton comes in, makes a great defensive pass breakup, and the ball pops in the air, and Bolton somehow gets his head buried into the turf before he goes out of bounds. So I'm not even going to put like that pick on Knicks, but yeah, there's too many concerns about this game in a victory. But again, you hit it on the head. Like, we've kind of had those all season.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, I switched. I said, okay, that's just who they are. I'm going to start defending the way this team plays football. And they had what I thought was going to be like their statement game was their victory over the Packers. And then, tough Jags team, short week here. Everything, I want to say, like, everything will be answered when they play the Chargers that final week. And I don't think it will.
So but that's the interesting thing.
Many questions going into the playoffs.
I'm kind of hoping the Chargers win-ish tomorrow. Like, I picked the Texans to win because I think they will.
Yeah.
But I think just because I want to see the Chargers play the Broncos, like, put it in Sunday Night Football and, like, let's see. Because you're going up against a good defense, right? Because the Chargers defense has been playing really well. And while their offensive line definitely has some concerns, they can run the football, and Justin Herbert's been having a great season. So I feel like going up against a good offense will be a nice test to be like, all right, where are the Broncos heading into the postseason?
Yeah.
It'll just hopefully, like you said, answer some questions. I don't know if
I don't think we'll know until the end of their first playoff game.
They win the Super Bowl, and it's like, guys, I don't know if they're good. I don't know.
See the way they won that game?
But dude, I mean, and that's what I mean. Like, there is some context here of we're at the end of the season. As you mentioned, it's on a short week on the road against a division rival. Yeah. It is against a third string, so it's kind of like, okay, in their first start, that doesn't look great. But yeah, it feels like there are a lot of those teams, though. I feel like the Jaguars have the most momentum right now, probably in the AFC, though the Texans, I mean, I know their game against the Raiders was super sloppy. They have the longest win streak in the NFL right now because the Broncos lost. So
7 games for Houston.
7 games that they've won in a row. So and if they're able to knock off the Chargers, oh boy, the Texans are going to have a ton of momentum. They can bump on up to the 5 seed, right? And depending on what the Jaguars do. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting finish to the year. But I'm very curious if the Broncos get the 1 seed, I think it's really just going to depend on that matchup. Like if the Texans win,
dude, I 100% agree.
I don't know.
The Broncos are 3-3 against above 500 teams, which is fine. The rest of their game, the Broncos have benefited from what has turned out to be a favorable schedule. The Texans have had one of the more difficult schedules this season. I think second or third toughest schedule in the NFL. But Denver, they were able to get the win over Houston, but we don't know because that was the game CJ Stroud got injured from a totally legal hit by the Broncos, by the way. So we'll see, man. Like, I'll be rooting for the Texans to beat the Chargers. Like, I don't want, like, what I was saying last night during the stream is, can I just have a non-stressful game by this football team?
You had one on Sunday.
The only game that wasn't this season was Dallas.
That's true.
And the Packers game, the stress went down in the second half, but that's just because you lost your best fucking player.
Best wide receiver and best offensive lineman. Yeah, it was
a couple of your best players.
A trio of
honestly, if that could happen every game for the Broncos,
if they could just lose their best player.
Opponent can lose their best offensive weapon and their best defensive player in the game, that'll make their path to the Super Bowl very manageable.
It will. But again, there's no unbeatable team. There's no unbeatable team in either conference this year.
I think the most interesting game this weekend, Texans Chargers is up there, but it might be the Eagles and Bills.
I can't wait for that. I'm streaming that game because it looks great. And both teams, they both can't really defend the run, right? So it's kind of like, okay, what running back is going to get going?
The Eagles may have just remembered how to run, but it may have come, was that who they play last? Was it Commanders?
Commanders last Saturday.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, that's whatever. Yeah, George, this is what we were just talking about with Harbaugh and the Ravens. I don't know if they actually move on from because teams like them are very traditional in terms of like they will hold on to their respected head coaches. Like, look at the Steelers, man.
Yeah.
Right. But let's be brutally honest. In the AFC North, if Mike Tomlin didn't win that division, which he hasn't won it yet, right? I think you could see all four coaches, being on some kind of a seat that's a little bit warm, minimum. Tomlin, I know just from Steelers fans' perspectives, it's just been the same thing every year, and we'll see what they are able to do if they make it into the postseason. But like all four of them, I feel like you're not getting the results that you want. I just don't know if it's coming more from the fan base or if it's actually coming from the front office that they're like, hey, we want to move on from these guys.
Dude,
same thing, RT.
In the AFC North, I think you got to be found guilty of homicide to have your head coaching job really in question. Murder. You got to kill a man, Tom, if one of those organizations is going to seriously consider canning you. The Browns are kind of the exception.
I was about to say, it depends on quarterbacking, though. Completely different story.
What, a 1-15 season, and then an 0-16.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, that is if you can get a coaching job in the AFC North, you got job security like no other job on earth. Okay.
Listen, in the AFC North, you rotate it, right?
There you go.
You give all the head coaches, like Stefanski winds up going to Cincinnati.
Go with them too.
Yep, the quarterbacks all go too. So it's a quarterback and a head coach shift. Boom, 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 boom. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all you need. But we'll see how the Ravens play.
Like, more seriously, like, it would be hard to justify firing Harbaugh. Yeah. This was a team that was dominant just last year. It's a season that's not really going their way right now. Like, if you're firing Harbaugh, you're trying to find some sort of spark, and you have to know who you bring in is better.
Fair. I just want to learn the fact that Puka watches That's Good Sports and saw the curse wheel land on the Rams and was like, I am going to have the worst week ever. And it just gave him permission. It was just like, you know what? We're going off.
I'll get a pass. It's a curse wheel.
Called up his brother and was like, you know what? Take that car.
Yeah. Curse wheel's got its greatest challenge yet.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Dude, there are already Patriots fans that are in the comments because they're playing at MetLife. Dude, they will be at your door. They will. That's going to be something.
Jets, Pats.
Straight ass.
Yeah.
Do we have power rankings today?
No. I was like, I had to make a choice between trying to watch through the Lions and Vikings or making the power rankings graphic, and I chose.
I don't even know if you chose wisely. You may have chosen poorly. Yeah. It's so funny because there was a very kind person in the chat that was like, if I can make the graphic for you every single week. And I was like, we just know like 5 minutes before if we're going to have it or not. So that's right.
I mean, yeah, you guys go ahead, make it, because it's not hard, but it does take like 10 minutes.
Perna, you got a fitty. There you go.
Wow. Aragon.
Last Aragon donated a bunch to both ours. Let's go.
Probably, I think close, if not over $1,000 total. I think over $1,000 total last night. Aragon revived the entire Lord of the Rings franchise single-handedly as well in the process.
Aragorn.
It's same thing. Same thing. Nobody says Aragorn. They say Aragon.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Go listen to Legolas and his
Legolas
magical tickling ears.
Even the way you said that sounded wrong.
Go listen to Liv Tyler and her.
I will.
Tickling ears. That's the elves. Their ears tickle. That's how they defeat Saruman and Sauron. They tickle them to death.
With their ears.
Yep. Riders.
You want to do a clip or you were just going to...
Rohan.
Rub our noses in the pile of piss that he left behind in Dallas. He just pissed on us right and left. There's pee everywhere. It just stinks in Dallas. He left a trail of pee right out of town.
That's a weird one, Skip.
That's how they beat Sauron. They leave a trail of pee.
Yeah.
Just what a time.
Yeah.
Oh, time. Hey,
that's how you get back to Hobbiton. You smell the piss trail.
I will let you know how Hobbiton is. I'm very excited.
Yes.
Great. You want to predict some games?
Yes. That I do want to do. Dear God.
Let's do it.
I'm losing it.
For Chiefs fans, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs almost played spoiler. First time the Broncos have swept Kansas City since 2014.
That's been a hot minute. Yeah, Sean Payton, again, but those concerns have been there. They're still winning, man. They won 11
I don't think he plans down to barely win.
He's just like, how can I give my fan base the most heart palpitations possible?
I will say he might hold some stuff back. I do agree, like, a game like this, he might hold some stuff back, but
it's fair.
I don't know. I think it really, a lot of it comes down to lack of execution. Damn it. It's not the
No, I don't think that they should trade Lamar because I don't think that would bode well for the franchise.
Oh, I do. It would be nice to make some videos about this offseason. So, yes.
There are so many Vikings fans that are like, we're going to get Joe Burrow. You're not going to get Joe Burrow. Cincinnati would have to sell the team. This is from last week. You got to go the week next. Nope. One more week over.
What the hell?
There we go.
No, I was there. Week 17.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry.
God.
All right. Look, we all got the same things right. Yep. We went 2-1 yesterday.
Yeah.
2-1. So
congrats, Minnesota. You gave the Lions the Christmas shocker.
That's right. Let's go. Thank you, Vikings. Back to hating you.
Oh my God. I'm going to pick the team I want to win here. I don't necessarily believe the Texans will win, but
you don't. Okay.
I like the matchup for the Texans because unlike those Dallas Schmalboys, Houston can get after the quarterback.
Correct.
And that has been the story every week. Wow, Justin Herbet played through his hand injury. He took a beating. And I expect Houston, like they did against the Bills, to wreak havoc while Herbert's trying to throw the football. I think that will be the difference in this game if Houston wins. Houston kind of had their down game last week as well. Yes. But like the Chargers to me are one of the most difficult teams to beat in the NFL. They are the grit team. And Herbert's played his ass off, so we'll see.
But so that's what I'm curious about is so Ashton Genty ran all over the Texans on Sunday, and that's not something you've seen a lot of. If Omari and Hampton is able to do that, then this is a real interesting football game.
Yeah.
But the Texans, I feel like, have put enough on paper where I think that's a little bit of an outlier. And so this is going to be a really great game to see, like, okay, the Texans offense, how is that going to look against a very good Chargers defense? Because I completely agree with you. Yeah. Cowboys, right? Not getting a single sack on Herbert. First time it's happened all season. This defensive front, oh man, they're going to get after Herbert.
Yeah. So, and the only way you mitigate the Texans is by running the ball because it kind of depends on the week, but like their pass rush is dangerous, but their secondary is incredible. Like, Stingley and Lassiter are having a great season from the cornerback spot. So, like, the answer there, too, is to run the ball. Like, they're hard to throw on because their secondary is great, and they're hard to throw on because their pass rush can dominate games. So, you're right. Omari and Hampton's and, Kamani Vidal, however they deploy, like, it's the Chargers' run game is their path to victory.
Yeah.
That and Cameron Dicker, who I think is honestly the best kicker in the league right now.
Dude, Dicker is amazing. Brian Flores would be interesting. Mike McDonald's over in Seattle. But I think if McDaniel gets fired, he's going to be courted by a lot of teams. So
yeah, would the Ravens fire Todd Monken and bring in Mike McDaniel?
Maybe.
Flores,
I don't know if he's going to get a head coaching gig right after the season. I mean, I will say, though, that Vikings defense is playing really well these last few weeks. If they beat the Packers, who knows? You can get a shot.
Yeah.
You can get one. But you also have to get rid of Harbaugh if that's the case. So, yeah, I did pick the Texans, though. I went back and forth because I do think this is going to be one of the better games of this week. But I got the Texans just because I think they can slow down that offense.
This is the worst position for me to be in, by the way, Tom.
I know.
Chiefs fans, like, we almost beat you with our backups, so, like,
Yep.
That's all right.
Yep.
Fuck you guys. Be mad that you lost.
Yep. There you go.
You know how long I waited to sweep your asses?
That's it.
I can't even enjoy the sweep. All right, so we both taking Houston?
Yeah.
All right. Woo.
We don't know who our quarterback is.
Yeah.
Love is questionable. We'll see. Kind of today is going to be very revealing. And then Lamar is doubtful to play right now.
Something's wrong with the Ravens.
Yes,
That's all I'm going to say.
So I got the Packers. It's probably going to be their last home game unless they're able to win the division. So put on a show, Green Bay. Go get that W. Keep those divisional hopes alive. And also go 49ers on Sunday.
Jacoby Brissett and Joe Burrow?
So Cincinnati.
Is Joe Burrow playing?
Cincinnati.
Who's
put
playing?
Up 0 points the week before and then put up over 40 points. I think that they will put up a lot of points again against the Cardinals.
Are the Bengals starting Joe Burrow?
He wants to play. So let the man play. Just also stay healthy.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yeah, I guess Bengals don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So I think Burrow. Hold on, listen. The Panthers, they've knocked off the 1 seed in the NFC twice already. They did it with the Packers. They did it with the Rams. Can they do it with the Seahawks?
Yes, they can do it. They can, Tom. They definitely can. But they
will
won't.
they, though?
No. And I only say that because nobody, when given the opportunity to take a lead in the South, has done it. And they are going to make sure that final game against the Buccaneers counts, assuming the Buccaneers can actually win.
Yeah, I did pick the Seahawks. If Carolina is able to win, God bless you, Panther. Well, it's also, again, it's every other game. So,
look, if Bryce Young, though, has a day against the Seahawks defense, then Panthers fans, your optimism for not just getting into the playoffs, but winning, fair to you.
You think Bo has put doubters in their place with 13 wins?
No.
There you go.
He needs to win a Super Bowl. Bo's Bo. The weird thing with the Broncos is Bo's been playing better as their defense has been playing worse. So it's kind of evened out.
Because he threw over 300 on the Packers and then even threw over 300 on the Jaguars. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not all him. It's been they've had some weird red zone struggles, I feel like, lately, but I don't want to get into all of it.
Steelers, it would be the most Steelers thing to lose to the Cleveland Browns after being on this win streak, but I did pick the Steelers to win. TJ Watt coming back?
Well, if the Ravens lose, Steelers have nothing to worry about. Mike Tomlin was like, oh, shit, I didn't even realize the Ravens were playing Saturday because he was asked about if he would rest starters. They're already resting DK Metcalf, so very proactive move by the Steelers to make sure they're resting DK Metcalf for the next 2 weeks. Got to respect that. Oh, man. I kind of want to take the Browns because I think the Steelers aren't going to have much to play for. But I like the way Aaron Rodgers been playing the last month. Sure. Their run game has been nice. Kenny, Jalen Warren.
Question. Does Myles Garrett get the sack record in this game?
Ooh.
Needs 1 sack.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm sorry.
I think he can get it against... You know what? Wow. That'd be pretty cool. Strahan gets it against Favre.
Oh.
You got Garrett getting it against Rodgers.
Yeah. Rodgers ain't going to give it up like Favre did, though.
Probably not. No.
Got all loose out there with it like Brett Favre, just falling down.
Oh, well.
But yeah, he probably gets it in this game. I foresee him getting to Rodgers once.
I imagine. I do. We'll see.
Also, I was thinking about the DK Metcalf suspension, and I watched the Elway documentary, Tom, on Netflix called Elway,
Of course.
And they're highlighting like his first season. A bunch of stuff I already knew, but his first game was against the Colts, the team he, shanked in the draft.
Abandoned.
Yeah. But it was because old Irsay had a bit of a drinking problem. And what I didn't know is there was a game where Irsay, is it Bob Irsay was the dad? He took over and started calling plays for the team. That's why Elway didn't want to go there. They reference that in the documentary. But Elway's first game there, and I was thinking about like, a player and DK's interaction with the Lions fan that got him suspended. They cut to Elway playing against the Colts, the Baltimore Colts, and there's a fan just holding up a sign that just says "Kill Elway." Elway says, "I didn't take my helmet off for the entire game because they kept throwing beer bottles at my head." Like, if you think about like how crazy fans really used to be, because
it was.
I was like, holy shit! The way the game has changed. One, just for player safety on the field, watching. Old hits, but then you're like, man, fans used to be able to get away with some really crazy stuff.
Dude, what was it? The Browns game where they're throwing bottles and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Throw batteries.
That's been at Broncos games, all sorts of crazy stuff. But I was like, damn. I was like, I really need to know what that fan said to DK Metcalf, and we need evidence of it. But like,
aren't they doing like a press conference?
I think so. It seems so ridiculous. Like, he doesn't deserve that attention.
I don't care. Listen, this is how you know. Just like in Dune, this is how you know, Musa Al-Kaib, you're so humble. Now, this is Viggo Mortensen. Now we know.
That is just the last name. Nice.
That is Aragorn. Nope.
No, you are the one true king.
That's right.
One sword to rule them all.
Here. Kind of. Yeah, technically. Okay. So hear me out. I think this game is actually going to be really good. And I had
2 years.
Also fair. I went back and forth on who's going to win this. Shuck has been looking really good.
Yeah.
But the Titans and Cam Ward, like, they've had a run game the past 3 weeks. Tony Pollard's been over 100 yards.
Yeah.
I went back. I think that this could be an actual competitive
this is a tough
game.
One. Cam Ward doesn't have a song about him right now, though,
Fair.
That's a point for Shuck. Hey, Tom, let's do something crazy.
Okay.
This is a Super Bowl preview for 2028. 2027, 2028. Super Bowl preview. Saints, Titans.
7 might be early. 7 might be a little
Flip
early.
it. Saints, Titans, Super Bowl preview. Cam Ward, Tyler Shuck. There you go.
That'd be pretty
We
wild.
gotta give something to Tennessee and New Orleans.
It's true. I'm
gonna go Shuck. I'm all in on
Tennessee.
Shuck, baby.
I went
Huck
the
it
Titans.
and Shuck it.
I believe in Cam Ward.
Lube it and Shuck it.
What? Jaguars, Colts. I got the Jaguars. The Colts held the Seahawks to just field goals and then got blown out by the 49ers. The Jaguars are playing tough. It is a divisional game. You never know.
No.
But unless the Jaguars are just like, let's go back to not playing football real well.
No,
Jaguars should win.
Jags they're on one right now. They're in their heater and they're a good football team. They're dangerous.
It is in Charlotte.
They're the sneaky AFC Super Bowl team right now.
Yep. Well, I agree with that.
I only say sneaky because of their tiny, tiny market.
I hope they knock you out of the playoffs.
Their small market.
I hope they knock you out of the playoffs. The battle of the Floridian teams.
Ooh.
I think the Buccaneers, who have been hot poo-poo garbage, can beat the Dolphins.
They can just be garbage and beat the Dolphins.
I don't have a lot of
hot poo-poo
past that, but not good.
Quinn Ewers, second game. Yeah. I got to take the Jets because of the curse wheel. RIP my picks. Nothing bad is going to happen to Drake May, Tom. Nothing bad is going to happen to one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch this season.
Hey, guys, I'm good.
Mike Vrabel is going to be the victim of MetLife turf.
Just going to be cheering on the sideline.
Yeah. He can coach through an injury. No problem.
Honestly, that'd be pretty badass. if Mike Vrabel like has to walk around like on crutches, and then here we go. Here's what it is. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Who are the Patriots playing the final week?
The fucking Dolphins.
Okay.
I'm like, can the Patriots lose one of these last two games? I was like, no.
Probably not. Yeah, no, probably not. All right. So here's what's going to happen. If Vrabel gets hurt on Sunday, right, and he's got to walk around on crutches for a while, they play the Broncos in the playoffs. To find that they are not compliant for folks with disability, they get the Broncos removed from the league and they knock them out because they're not ADA compliant. And that's how their season ends.
Walmart is up to spec on compliance.
Just not unions.
What they'll do is Vrabel, it won't just be crutches.
Okay.
It's both ankles. So he's going to motorized wheelchair.
I'd be scared
Broncos
of
disable
Vrabel.
the battery at halftime.
That seems very cruel.
Yeah, it does.
Why is your team doing this? You're like, we're not the good guys here. Let me just be very clear.
In the hallway that says you're at a mile high, 5,280 feet. And so for some reason, nobody helps Vrabel to the sideline. They just leave him there. Where's our coach?
And then Drake May he is now the head coach, play caller, and quarterback. And he's like, is this enough for an MVP? Is this enough?
Yeah. And it's they send somebody in like Mission Impossible style to dismantle the battery out of his chair.
Okay.
That's how it plays out.
Okay.
But yeah, I got the Patriots winning, except for on paper, I got to pick the Jets, curse wheel, shtick,
Fair.
Oh, God. Look at this game. The battle of the bastards
It's
for the
the
number one
tank
overall
ball.
draft pick. The Raiders need the number one overall draft pick more. They need to be in control of if they want a quarterback. So I'm going to take the Giants to win.
Brock Bauer is also out for the season. He's done now. They shut him down.
Yeah.
So I did pick the Raiders, though. Raiders have looked like a competent football team the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
Max Crosby's able to get after Jackson Dart. And if Genty runs really well, the Giants have a really bad run defense. So I got the Raiders potentially winning this.
Yeah, I hope the Raiders win. I hope the Raiders win, and they're not in the driver's seat in the draft. I don't even know if this is the right draft to take a quarterback.
Yeah.
But, Mendoza as a Raider, that might be funny.
Might be funny. That's what the people want to see. Though I do think I do think that the 49ers Bears game will be good. Yeah. Like you said, I think potential game of the week here.
Yeah, Bills Eagles.
This would be an excellent football game.
At home for Buffalo.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bills.
That's who I went, and it was just because James Cook has been on a bit of a heater. He's been having an excellent season while Saquon had a good week against the Commanders. He just hasn't been consistent enough.
Yeah. What's the Bills injury report?
My concern is that that pass rush could get after Josh Allen. And I think the Eagles definitely have a great chance to win this football game. I think that Bills run game could dice them up.
Yeah, Josh Allen playing through a sore ankle, but he should be good to go. Jalen Carter might be coming back for the Eagles. Or he's on track to play.
If you cursed the Patriots, hold on. Dude, I'm telling, hold on. I just saw it. Hold on. Had it. Oh, damn it, I lost it. But sorry, there was a comment that just said, it was just like, so you curse the Patriots and also pick the Bills to win. If that happens, man.
Woo! Woo!
Honestly, Bailey, if they don't believe in the quarterback draft class, then you just go offensive line or you trade down. I don't hate that move for the Raiders. The Raiders need a few things. So they
need a competent co-owner because Tom Brady is holding that team back.
That's the take?
Yep. Sad ass Tom Brady doesn't know how to run a football team.
That's what I'm saying, Crazy. I've seen the Raiders too many times. They'll ruin their tank. And they've been playing well this past couple games.
That's the Raider way. Just lose, baby, except when you need to lose, then you win, which is a bigger loss. Al Davis.
Bears 49ers. I got San Fran here.
Ooh.
I don't think that's that hot of a take.
Ooh.
No, I just think San Francisco, dude, like Brock Purdy played very, very well. The Bears got the win. Are they going to be able to slow down Christian McCaffrey? George Kittle had an excellent game against the Colts.
Yeah, I think he's out though, isn't he?
Is he out now?
Yeah, let's see. George Kittle.
He misses practice, so it remains up in the air. They're saying holding on to a chance that he plays week 7.
Yeah,
holding on to a chance.
Because I believe in the Bears. I believe in their ability to close out football games when needed. I believe in their run game. But I think the 49ers might be one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. And it's because Brock Purdy is playing like the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Just not against the Panthers.
Since then, he's been flawless.
5 touchdowns, dude.
Here's where this game I think is decided, and it is, and I think you saw a little bit of it against Indy. Like Phillip Rivers, he was kind of picking apart the Niners defense.
Oh yeah.
The Bears, I think, can exploit the 49ers defense. I think they can run the ball and control time of possession. Oh God, it's hard. It's really hard for me to pick against Brock Purdy right now, but I'm going to. I'm going to pick the Bears in an expected upset, I guess. I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, I've been impressed with San Francisco, but it kind of feels like the game where not having, Bosa and Fred Warner, it's the game where you see the difference in, what they could have been versus who they are. But I don't know, man.
The other thing, though, is like they really didn't let Jonathan Taylor do a whole lot.
No.
So if they're able to stop Monangai and Swift, that's going to take a huge part of the Bears offense away. So it's going to be a good game. I think it's a great Sunday night game.
Yeah, I love this for Sunday night. And this is not like me detracting from what the 49ers are doing. The Bears are just one of those weird teams, and I think their ability to run the ball gives them a favorable matchup. But if the 49ers win there, holy shit, that final week of NFC West football is going to be crazy.
Was referring to the last game and then the game against the Broncos.
Yeah,
they were better than what they looked like. They're solid.
If for some reason the Niners and the Seahawks lose,
that was a very bad game.
That puts the Rams back on top, right?
Yes. Because they're behind the Seahawks now, the Rams.
Yeah, but if the Seahawks and the
Seahawks and 49ers lose, then the Rams are okay.
Kind of want just all chaos.
Yeah.
In the West. But I'll take the Rams over the Falcons.
I don't think the Lions are trading for Lamar Jackson. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it would make a lot of sense if the Falcons won this game because I think they're undefeated since being eliminated from the playoffs.
Classic.
And then Raheem Morris keeps his job and Falcons fans lose their minds.
Yeah. Rams are too good to let that happen.
So, you got to pick somebody. Got to pick someone.
Yeah. You never know. Quarterbacks, who knows, Bev?
That's a very good point, chat. Yeah, I mean, maybe we see some interceptions from Purdy because that opportunistic Bears team.
Yeah.
They've been playing real darn well there.
They force turnovers. I don't know.
It's going to be a good game.
You got Bears, Niners, great game. Eagles, Bills, Chargers, Texans. Love them.
And if the Bears win on Sunday, they win the North.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. There it is. Perna, what do you got coming out today?
I'll have something on that Broncos Chiefs game. I really don't want to do it, but I figure I better.
Wow, such a fun game. I'm going to try to get a skit out today about the NFC North.
We're done with Thursday Night Football, huh?
Oh, yes.
I get Thursday night back, and Jess is going to be so happy.
Last night was the last one. Last one until September.
And no Monday night this week either. Wait, is there Monday night?
There's Monday night.
There is?
Yeah. There's Monday night, then we have a week off, then there's one more Monday night for playoffs.
Oh, that's right. Right. Yeah, this is not the last week of football.
So, yeah, it used to be. Back in my day.
Yes, good, boy.
But, yeah, no, it should be an interesting final week.
Yeah. We'll see. Big shout out last night for the fundraiser and to one Tom Grossi coming in, helping us hit our goal. We raised $23,000 for solving kids' cancer, and I would never say this to his face, but Tom, he's the inspiration. Showed me how to use what we're doing here for good. And Tom, seriously, I appreciate it, buddy, because I learned a lot from you. And last night, seeing everybody show up and donate to a really good cause, very cool.
It's dope, man.
It's very cool. It's very rewarding. It's one of those things where I don't do much. I do the same thing that I fucking do every Broncos game, and a bunch of people make a positive difference, and they go out of their way to donate amounts of money that just seem crazy to me, especially when like it's not easy for a lot of people out there right now financially, and the fact that people find ways to help causes, I appreciate it, and I thank you. And this is the last time I'll ever thank you, so enjoy it.
It's fair. On. Got it. Hey, man, listen, it's the best thing that we can do with our platform.
Yeah.
It's literally the best thing that we
can do.
You
showed me you can do it before our platforms grew to this size. So it's crazy. Because people are good. And I think it's hard to remember that sometimes, but people are truly good.
Would you say chaotic good?
No, I wouldn't call it that.
Got it. Okay.
Needs a more catchy name.
Got it.
Big dick good.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. Well, folks, hope you have a phenomenal weekend. I think I'm doing Q&A tonight. I don't know. I maybe I'll go to the movie. I don't know. I think I'm going. I don't know.
Movies? You gonna go watch Lord of the Rings?
Dude, when it comes out, I can't go in theaters on Fridays, which is killing me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will see you. And then tomorrow, I'm streaming at least the Packers game. So have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Tom Grossi, Brandon Perna, GPS. And you have been
navigated?
Navigated.
And you reached you.